Good morning, folks. This is Mark Anthony with Job Roofing. I am on top of your home, and I wanted to give you a video inspection so you can see some of the things that I did run across in the process of looking at your roof. Now, the first thing I want to start off by saying is that the person who came up here, they put acrylic on top of your roof, and if you look at it, you could actually see how they rolled it on. It's super thin. You could actually still see the roofing material underneath it, and that's why this product isn't really doing what it's supposed to do. If you look over here, you can see how it's actually peeling up. So the acrylic that they did, I could just roll my hand like this and the acrylic just comes right off. They didn't do it the correct way. It should be in a 10 by 10 area, which, let's just say from there to here, you should have about 2 to 2.5 gallons just in this section. And I can almost guarantee you they used a 5-gallon bucket to do all of this. So nothing was done correct. I know that your wife was talking about the dip that's right here. Unfortunately, there's nothing that you can do about that. The only way you can truly do it is start from this cricket right here, which is the line that actually creates like a little bit of a raise. You can see it if I go sideways, and then you would have to lift the entire roof up, which means that you'd have to lift the entire roof line, which is totally structural. You don't want to get into that. That's going to create more problems. When the roof was built, you see how you can see the actual gray roofing material underneath? That goes all the way to about right here. So you won't have any leaks. We just have to make sure we can seal it so that there is going to be no problems in the future. Looking at the tile roof looks great. See how everything is uniformed and lined up? The only thing that I would say is that you do have debris that's building up, and eventually what's going to end up happening is that debris is going to turn into like a cake or a mud, and that's going to turn into a natural dam to prevent the water from going down. As you can see right there, see how dirt is already starting to clot in that area, and it's almost impassable. And I'm sure it's on the same on the other side. Yeah, if you look right there, you can see it's almost impassable just coming through this section right there. So just getting that cleaned out, you'll be good to go. Let me turn around, follow the path back up, and then on this side, same exact thing. This tile doesn't need to be there. It's actually creating a hindrance because that is making things clog up. If you choose to use this, we'll pull that up, get rid of it so that the water just flows down completely. Now, going to the back section of your roof, as I got into there, right here, you can see how the material that they use is failing. See how it's big hole right there? All these little tiny holes are eventually going to become leaks, every one of them. And so I followed it all the way back to the section back here where you're having the problem, and I was able to point this out to your wife. Part of your culprit is that hole right there and that hole right there. So the water settles here, and even though as much water drains out, there's going to be residual water that stays here. Well, it has to go someplace, so it's going in that hole, is going in that hole, and yep, 2 little holes right there. No, that's not a hole. Another little tiny one there, and right there, there's a hole. So all these little tiny holes create create problems for the water to go anywhere else. So it has to sit, and it will go, and there's another one right there. So the material that they put on the roof is failing. Once again, they didn't put this on thick at all because I can actually see the roofing material underneath it. And they should have just continued all the way over to the other side. Coming over here, you can see how the mastic is breaking right there. Also right there, it's cracking just a little bit. So I would recommend getting the tile sealed in specific places, like back over here, which we originally looked at, which is over where the area where the leak is, over there, and then taking care of this section of the roof. Getting rid of this is nothing. Get rid of it, patch that up, seal it again, and then the garage, just seal it so you're not dealing with any issues in the future. Alrighty, so I will get this over to you. You could take a look at it, and then you can make a decision of what you'd like to do and how you'd like to do it. Hope to hear from you soon. Bye-bye.